Let's do another song. Carley Arrowood's
Sounds
here in
good.
Studio B, and I'm going to take full advantage of that. And she's got great players with her, so let's hear another song.
Sounds good. We'll let Daniel sing one. Y'all probably all know this one called I'll Stay Around.
You just told me that you're leaving on the next train coming down. I love you, dear, but I won't follow. I just think I'll stay around for someday. I know you want me when your true love can be found. But if you go, dear, I won't follow. I just think I'll stay around. You know, dear, I've always loved you, and I've never let you down. But if you go, dear, I won't follow. I just think I'll stay around for someday. I know you want me when your true love can be found. But if you go, dear, I won't follow. I just think I'll stay around. Someday I'll hear the whistle blowing on that special coming down, and you'll be looking for me, baby, but I may not be around. For someday I know you want me when your true love can be found. But if you go, dear, I won't follow. I just think I'll stay around. I just think I'll stay around.
Son. Carley Arrowood and her band here in Studio B. Did you marry him because y'all harmonize so well together? Was that part of what attracted you to
that's
him?
the only reason. No.
I failed to mention earlier he's a darn fine flat picker too.
Oh, I know it. He's the reigning South Carolina state champion flat picker.
Well, all righty
So,
then.
That's pretty cool.
You come from a musical family, don't you? Is all of your family musical, Carley?
We kind of are. Daddy's got a real good ear with the guitar. I remember when we were really, really little, he would sit around with his guitar and just play, and we would dance around. And my mom kind of plays the piano, so I guess it's just always kind of been there.
And y'all had to learn to pick.
We did. Yeah. We did. We had to pick something up.
And you were one of those ones that made the jump from classical violin to bluegrass fiddle, man.
Yeah, I mean, I knew I wanted to do fiddle the whole time, but I'm glad I got that classical foundation because it really helped a lot. So
that's a lot of arduous kind of learning, isn't it?
It is. I know. I couldn't ever sight read very well, so I was like, if I'm going to make it in the symphony, I'm going to have to really, really buckle down and do this. But I could hear really well, so I was like, well, bluegrass is kind of calling my name anyway.
Yeah,
so.
heck yeah.
Classical music ain't got nothing on Orange Blossom Special.
That's right.
Last weekend I played for Raymond Fairchild's birthday. I played Orange Blossom Special with no fiddle.
Oh, wow.
Can you believe that? I mean, it was an all banjo Orange Blossom Special. Only Raymond Fairchild can pull that off.
I believe it.
But yeah, you and I think a Bronwyn Keith Hines, she she had that classical training as well. There's a number.
Yeah.
And man, I just think it makes for solid bluegrass fiddler if you have that start.
Mm-hmm. I think it does. I try to teach all my students kind of not necessarily start them with Suzuki like I did, but just I pull from those techniques quite a bit to try to help them get the same kind of foundation. Because
How many students you have right now?
Oh, altogether probably 10 or 12. So not a whole lot, but it's enough for me right now. So
Well, I mean, yeah, you've got to think about your health and
Yeah.
about, and other things while you're doing it. And Daniel, I see his post. I don't know if I'm going to describe this the best way or not. You work with recovering Bibles, and that's probably not the way I should say it.
No, that's correct. That's a good way to put it. It's rebinding.
Rebinding. Thank you.
Kind of the archaic way to say it. But yeah, I take people's old Bibles or new Bibles that they want to last for a long time, and take the old covers off, fix the pages up, and wrap them up in new covers. So yeah.
Seen some of your work online, and it looks really good.
Thanks, sir.
The work that I was asking y'all all that to make a point. The side work and the other work other than performing and recording that musicians do. It's always interesting, and sometimes they really shock you. With what they say they do when they're not performing.
We go kicking and screaming not to get real jobs. So at least Carley and I. So no, we're very blessed. We're thankful to do what we do. Lord's been faithful in lots of ways for all of us, just to provide. So we're thankful.
Any of the rest of y'all do lessons also? No?
No time for that.
No time.
Absolutely no time for that.
Yeah, I thought about getting into it. It's hard with work, and it's.
Sorry you can teach us how to grow a beard.
It just showed up.
It just showed up. Okay, well, maybe not. It's a natural talent. It's a natural talent.
he said it could teach you patience.
I don't know if you can teach that. My dad tried my whole life, and he never was successful in teaching me that.
Lots of espresso, straight espresso.
Well, that's awesome. So, and you guys you're gonna be back home in Union Mills tonight for a show, right?
We are. So we were kind of doing the math. We did it about a year ago to the date. So it was on a Friday last year, but it was March 18th. And so we were like, well, we'll just do it again, and maybe we'll make it an annual thing. So Elaine and Ray are always so good to us, and Autumn and I kind of grew up playing music there. And I think that's where we met Paul for the first time. And so it's just very sentimental to to go back and get to do that. So
Paul's grinning. I like that. There's more to this story. No,
there is.
Union Mills Learning Center, right?
Union Mills Learning Center. Yep. There's a hot dog supper at 6, and then we take the stage at 7.
Yeah.
Yep.
And any other live shows coming up in the close future that you want folks to know about?
Yeah, so tomorrow we're actually playing up in Stokes County at the Stokes County Arts Council, and that's a 3 o'clock in the afternoon show. So I'm sure there's still a few tickets available for that, and they're, I think, $10 if you're a Arts Council member up there, and then $15 just for general public. So.
Man,
It should be a good spot.
Stokes is kind of a hotbed of musicians
It
too,
is,
man.
yeah.
I know that the fellas from Goodfellas, they're from up there around Stokes County, and I had a guy here in Studio B this past week, Will Easter, who is a Stokes County boy in
Yeah.
the Saratown Mountains up there.
Yeah.
So yeah,
We're excited. I've played that venue a few times with Darren and Brooke and with John, and we love Eddie McGee up there. He's just a real sweet guy. So we've tried to work it out between COVID and everybody's schedules. So I think it's been in the works for about 2 years.
Wow.
So we're
So
excited.
first time with your group.
First time with my group.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, that's
It is.
great. That's
Yep.
tomorrow night. Start time.
Tomorrow at 3.
3?
It's
Oh,
in the
tomorrow.
afternoon. Yep,
Okay.
little matinee show. Mm-hmm.
That's right. This is Saturday, and on Sundays today we have a lot of matinee shows. I'm
Yeah.
just, I know
Yeah.
it's Saturday, but then I'm old, and sometimes I forget.
They do.
The days run together. When you work
Yeah.
for a living, the days just run all together.
That's right. But yeah, y'all come out and enjoy some good music. We've got a lot of new songs on our set list from the new album, and just from working up new things from being at IBMA last year, and just adding a whole lot of new fun stuff to the set. So
Mostly original stuff on your new album, or all?
it's I think all of it, but maybe 2 are original.
And knowing you all, there's going to be a gospel element in that album too, right?
Yeah, there's actually 2. One of them I did not write, but one of them I did, and that one I can't wait to share more with that. We haven't started doing that one yet, but
Okay.
it's called Colors, and it's just it kind of was one of those that fell in my lap, and so I was like, oh, this is so cool. So
Yeah.
we'll hopefully have that one out pretty soon.
I was thinking while you were talking there about the music that we have from you already, and Going Home Coming On, I think that is probably one of the most requested that we get on Going Across the Mountain.
Really?
And Dear Juliana.
Yes, that's awesome.
That's a pretty song.
Thank you.
And folks just loved it. And not just the women folks. I've had men requesting that song too. So hey.
That's so cool. It's actually coming up on I think it's just past its 3-year anniversary, because that was my first single that I put out this time 3 years ago.
Yeah. Well, I played you with Darren and Brooke a while ago.
Yeah, I heard that as we walked in. That's cool.
I thought the harmonies on that was super cool, and you harmonized good with Brooke and Darren, and
Thank you.
And the fiddle work on that album, of course, awesome.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very
You
much.
and Aubrey Haney both, man.
Oh my goodness! I was like, if they're getting Aubrey, why do they need me? He's one of my favorites. He's crazy.
We were glad they recorded that song.
Yeah.
More than one of us had a hand in that. Autumn was telling us a little story about how she told Brooke about that song, Emu Lou, and she was like, they probably wouldn't have done it if I hadn't have told them about it.
Hey man, give credit where credit's due.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, all righty then.